guys, welcome back to the Antler Queens. I'm Kelly. She's chopping down a tree. She chopping.
I'm Jazz. Panic at the Demon Birth Shack. Shamanic.
And I'm Dawn. Victor cannot tell a lie, Glenn.
I'm aging myself so much with that name, but please tell me if you guys get the contact. I sang that for a reason. It was actually slightly before my time too, I think, but still. Anyway.
Yeah, thank you.
So we are wrapping up our season 2 or our season 3 coverage. Oh, God, we've got like 3 seasons.
It's all merging into one.
It is. And I'm so glad that we're done with season 3 after today, so I don't have to be confused anymore.
You and me both.
So today we are talking about from season 3, episode 9, Revelations Part 1. And I just want to point out, wrong side. I just want to point out that in the background, that red balloon, I blew that up in October, and I don't know what's wrong with it. It's just, it's not a helium balloon. It's
I'm just saying.
Balloon. It's a magic balloon.
In there. They're just inviting trouble.
It's a magic balloon. Yeah, it's because of the Pennywise mask. If I take the Pennywise mask out of this room, which it fell down, I don't have it up. If I take the mask out of this room, then maybe the balloon will deflate. I don't know.
Stop it, and burn it and bury it. I'm just saying.
Let's jump into our MVPs. Dawn, who gets your pancakes this week?
It's another one where there's a lot of good stuff going on, but I'm going to give it to Tabitha for being so lovely to Victor, being very mommy to Victor. She's such a mom of the town, and she makes up where Jim lets down in parenting her own children, and she's taken on others as well. And I think in this one especially, she's listening to Julie. She's spending that time with Julie as well. I think it's just lovely.
Yeah. Cool. Jazz, how about you?
My pancakes are going to Ellis. I don't think Ellis gets enough time to shine ever on the show, but I really enjoyed his scenes with Elgin in this episode, and I like that he was perceptive enough to realize that Elgin's full of shit. He picked up on it pretty early on, and I thought he was really great in this episode, and I'm glad that he was able to keep his cool, do the recon, and go back to his dad and figure out a plan without blowing up his spot and letting Elgin on that he knew what was happening.
Yeah. So this is a surprise, but my pancakes this week are going to Jim. I mean, no. This was possibly his best episode.
I agree.
Yeah, he was just an all-around good guy in this episode. He was everything he said to Tabitha. He owned up to every
conversation with Randall.
Yeah, definitely. But
other than that, it's a vast improvement over previous episodes.
I loved his everything he said to Tabitha, everything he said to Ethan. Him basically deferring to Jade and just sticking his tail between his legs and saying, "I'm sorry. I need your help." I wish this Jim was around for the whole series.
Yeah.
Rational Jim.
Yeah.
Jim who thinks before he acts.
Right? Yeah, he was actually a good guy in this episode. Yes. So good job, Jim.
For once.
Yeah. All right, let's jump into our top 5s. Dawn, what's your number 5?
Number 5 is something I just mentioned. It's Julie finally opening up to her mum. British, I say mum. I love that she was able to trust her now. She's kept the secret of what she saw in the chamber with Martin and all that stuff. And I thought maybe she might tell Christy or, somebody at the clinic or Boyd even. But it's interesting that she didn't feel able to tell all of them, but she told her mum. And I just thought that was a lovely scene. We haven't seen enough of, she's been so much. When she came in, she was the stroppy teenager, and she's had a lot of time away from her parents, or scenes with Fatima and Randall and all these different people. So I really enjoyed seeing that dynamic with her mom, and how it made me think I could have seen them before they came here, and her opening up to her mom about stuff in her life. So I just thought it was really sweet.
Yeah, I love that scene.
Jazz, what about you?
My number 5 is the scene of Henry going to Jade for advice about Victor.
Yeah.
I like their dynamic together. I think Henry and Jade are great scene partners. And I really like that Henry was like, Victor's not that different from you, homie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
Especially
same.
doing this whole retrospective and seeing like how at odds Jade and Victor were at first. But they're really kind of like brothers. They're very similar. Jade's just had more social grooming.
Yeah.
I think in the opposite situation, Jade definitely becomes Victor. You know, if Jade's alone in Fromville for a decade and then stays there for another 30 years, he's definitely turning a lot crazier than Victor, I think. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no. Yeah. I was just going to say that I was going to make that my number 5. It was higher. But I loved, I mean, what was the line? First he said first Jade told him you can't fix him.
He's not broken.
He's not broken. And then he said, Victor's Tarzan, and you're the guy that comes in and calls him an asshole for not using the proper fork.
Yeah. Is it Tarzan? Did he use Mowgli?
Yeah, Tarzan.
I think I compared him to Mowgli in the past. But yeah, Tarzan is excellent also.
But yeah, I love that he said that he reminded him of Victor, because I've always seen the similarities between them.
Mm-hmm.
Being neurodivergent myself, I'm very hesitant to read that into other characters. But I read that Jade is the most obviously neurodivergent character I think I've ever seen. And Victor, I don't know if I'd say I think he's neurodivergent, but he has a lot of trauma. And that can kind of like manifest in similar ways that neurodivergent people behave. I think they are a lot alike. I think they have a lot of similarities. And neither of them are particularly friendly for completely different reasons. But they're kind of, both coming out of their shells a bit more. I mean, Victor's really sweet and Jade's not, but they're both, they've both changed a lot, I think, just since everybody arrived, because I mean, Tabitha and Jade's presences in the town have changed so much. They've changed everything around them. So that's I had that a little higher, but I'll make that my number 5. So Dawn, what's your number 4?
I had that as my number 1. So, but I'll move it down No, that's okay. I love that scene so much, because Jade is so smart in it as well. You know, Henry is perceptive in saying that Jade and Victor are right, but Jade is so on the money when he says Victor isn't broken. You don't need to fix him. You just need to be his dad, basically. You know, and what he says about the Tarzan comparison, it's I think some of the audience doesn't get that as well, that this is Victor's town, this is Victor's place, and they're all intruding in on it. He's not acting weird because he's acting in accordance with the place he lives. Everybody else is acting weird because they're bringing their normal world shit in and expecting him to react to it normally. He's not going to. What he's lived with for 40 years, he's not going to act the way everybody else does. And the fact that Jade, who is such a newbie to the town, understands that completely, I just think that's a really clever thing. And he's saying it, Henry, you know, just be understanding and be comforting and be what a dad is, and especially coming from a guy who hasn't known his own father. He knows what somebody who has lost their father needs. So I had it number 1, but I'm happy to us all to talk about it together.
Okay, Jazz, what's your number 4?
My number 4 is Bacta reopening the diner.
Yeah.
That made me so happy. I love that she understands that there is a deep void left by Tian Chen, and she's not trying to replace her, but she is trying to offer people normality, a place to still gather and grieve and be together. And it's really important. The diner is very central to the town, and it's Tian Chen keeping it going. It's been closed down since she died, which I don't know what they were doing in the meantime, because it does seem like everyone eats together. But yeah, I really appreciated that. I love that she asked Kenny for permission. I love that she has Ethan helping her, because she can see how much Ethan is missing Tian Chen so much, and B needs structure and care, because sometimes there's no one around to care for him.
Yeah.
I think Bacta's a lot more perceptive and has a lot of interesting qualities that we don't really get to see a lot of, and I'm glad she got to shine a little bit in this episode.
We need more Bacta in general.
Yes.
Like, you can't just announce this character. I have a feeling. Okay, I have a feeling she's going to end up with Boyd. Because
I like that.
Because she had all this, like, she revealed some really important information, and we haven't gotten enough of her. So,
well, they did just announce yesterday that they're lit for the 5th and final season ahead of their season 4 premiere, which is, did you know they said it's the most watched show period between Apple and Amazon, or MGM? MGM is Amazon. So it's like the most watched Amazon owned property period.
Wow.
Over The Boys, Lord of the Rings, everything from
That's
the
amazing.
most watched show.
Damn. That's so crazy. Yeah, and we were kind of here before it really went nuts. So why the heck are more people not seeing our videos? Share our stuff with your friends, people.
When we talked about starting covering From, there were only 2 other podcasts covering From.
Yeah.
And now there's like a million, but still.
Yeah, pretty much.
We were 3rd.
Yes, we were number 3. My number 4 is the Nurse Monster.
Oh, yeah.
That was a totally improv moment, but it was, I loved her, the way she trolled Boyd. She was like, put the fingers up to her head like a gun.
was improv. Yeah.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah. I love it. It was great.
Me too.
Good choice. All right, Dawn, what's your number 3?
It's Sarah having the courage to walk into that post office / Boyd's domain and go and tell them what she knew, because obviously she knows she has more trust with Boyd because of all they've gone through, but you kind of think, oh well, it's all gone quiet on the Sarah front, so it's good. She's turned over a new leaf. She's it's all fine, and then for her to then have the voices again, she knows what that means. How people are going to treat her again, or they're going to forget all the good stuff and just think of, oh no, that's her that hears voices and kills people. And even though she's giving them, in a sense, good news, because she's telling them where Fatima is to a degree, are they going to believe her? Are they going to think she's doing something to make things worse? So I love Sarah. I know it's hard to love her, but I think she has such a good spirit and such a heart of strength that to keep going through all she's gone through and not to just give up. She still wants to do something good, and I love that she just said, look, I have come here because I think it's important, and that Boyd listened to her. Boyd knew enough to think, okay, what she has to say is important, and let's go with that.
Yeah,
I love Sarah.
I do too.
She won me over by like the halfway point of season 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's awesome. Jazz, what's your number 3?
My number 3 are it's a tie. It's my 2 favorite quotes from the episode. One is, "You doing okay in there, Boyd?" That moment that you just discussed was probably one of the funniest moments in the show. Just her saying the intensity of their conversation and Boyd being like, "I'm falling apart," and then she's like, "Knock, knock, knock. You okay in there, Boyd?" And he started the way he just, "What the fuck did you say to me?"
Yeah.
I love that whole scene. It was really great. And then my other one is, "You look different now." Well, so do you.
Yes.
I love the hand waving because there's no, what do he's a ghost. He's not supposed to age.
Yeah.
Whatever the boy in white is, I don't think he's supposed to be getting older. Victor even says, for 40 years, you never got any older.
Mhm.
But yeah, everything's changing now. So
Yeah.
I mean, that it works. It fits in with the story.
Mhm.
And I like that they just kind of hand wave away the fact that he's like 45 now.
The trees are moving closer, right? To each other?
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. I think they can actually, I love it. I think it's hilarious that they call out that he's grown up so much. But I think it actually, if the show's going where I think it's going, I think it actually makes sense because they're starting to move in the right direction now.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so things are becoming more like the outside world.
Mhm.
They're having seasons again.
Mhm.
Kids are aging. I think it could actually make sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, my number 3 was a tie between the "you look different" line and Julie hearing the Ankui kids. That was super fascinating because Jade and Tabitha are the only ones who have heard or seen them, right?
Julie has heard them before.
Really?
In season 2, at the very end of actually, I think so. When she first story walks, she goes from the empty dungeon to her and Marielle and Randall screaming, to Martin on the wall throwing the rope. Then she goes out the door, and she's in the tunnels.
Mhm.
And when she Victor and her mom move away and their voices fade away and she moves the other way, she travels again, like earlier into I believe earlier or further into the past, and she hears the kids. I think she hears the actual sacrifice happening because the kids are saying, she's hearing them say "Ankui, Ankui, Ankui," and then they start screaming and begging. And there's like the imagery of fire on the cavern wall. It looks like there's a fire in the lights are the way the lights are flickering on the walls, and then she gets pulled out.
Oh wow. Well, no, I mean that's what I was talking about.
Yeah, it's just her talking about it. Yeah,
that moment is what I was talking about. But I didn't think about the possibility that she could have been hearing the actual sacrifice. That's wild. Damn.
I just went back when we were doing the rewatch, I went back and listened to the audio 3 times because you can hear them going, "Please, please!" And they're yeah, it's rough.
Holy shit! I gotta go back and watch the episode again now.
Yeah.
Damn! I can't talk about what I think that means right now. I'll talk about it in the next episode because it's kind of a spoiler for episode 10. But I love that she heard the kids. That's fucking awesome. All right, Dawn, what's your number 2?
Kenny and Boyd in the woods, and Boyd basically passing the torch to Kenny.
Yeah.
I love that they were healing their relationship, and Boyd saying, "I know things will never be the same because I lied to you, but you're the only one I trust, especially now Acosta's come to town. You're the only one I trust to lead this people." And I think he's right. Kenny's the only one who has the same calm, forgiving, and cool head that Boyd has. And I that he opens up to him about his Parkinson's, and Kenny is so he's accepting of everything that Boyd's telling him, but he's not going to let Boyd go without a fight, so to speak. He's like, no, I'm just gonna, I'll be deputy again. And it was like, oh, that's right in the world. Kenny's deputy again. So that's one of my favorites.
Jazz.
My number 2 is also a tie, and it's between the Julie and Tabitha's talk that we were just discussing.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really nice to see them spend some one-on-one time together. We've gotten very little of that through the series, and I love their relationship. It's very sweet. We don't get enough moments, and the moments we do get of just the two of them are really special.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think since season 1 they've really had a lot of one-on-one time.
Yeah.
But yeah, I liked that they were honest with each other, that they made progress. Beautiful scene. And then the other one is that Jim finally does some parenting in this episode. He does a tiny bit of good parenting, and I have to give him props for that. I really did like his conversation with Ethan. I thought it was sweet. I thought some of Ian Bailey's best. Ian Bailey is a great actor. I'm not knocking Ian Bailey's performance at all, but I think it's some of his best acting in the show. I really felt like they were father and son in that moment.
Yeah. I like my favorite scene between Jim and Ethan will forever be in the RV when he was just cradling him in his arms. He is so good with Simon. Ian Bailey is so good with Simon. Yeah. I really love the two of them together. It's so precious. My number 2 was also the Tabby and Julie scene for the same reasons. Tabitha's just such a good mom, and she's just such a sweet person, and I just love her so much. And I love Julie. Julie's a great character, and I
love Julie.
Yeah, I really like when those two are in a scene together. Dawn, what's your number 1?
Yeah, it is what we've already talked about. It's Victor and the boy in white, partly because of the you've changed. But I just thought it was such an interesting dynamic they have. It is like they're brothers, and Victor's just is so exasperated with him. This particular scene, he's like, "Why can't I cut the tree down? Why won't you tell me? For goodness sake!" It made me laugh a lot. And still the boy's just like, I can't tell you, but don't try to cut the tree down. I thought it was just because these kind of scenes with the boy in white, like when Tabitha was following it and stuff, can be eerie and intriguing, but this one was so funny and light and just sort of realistic of two people talking to each other. He was no longer like, I am a wise ghost. He was just like a teenage boy going, just don't cut the tree down, okay? I can't tell you anything else.
I like that his fists was like balled up like the Arthur meme. Just a little. Yes. And I love Victor saying, the bad tree does bad things. That scene is great.
It's a fantastic scene. Scott is brilliant in that scene.
Jazz, what's your number 1?
My number 1 is also a tie because I didn't want to have a top 10. So the first is the Kenny becoming deputy again, the scene between him and Boyd. We discussed that a little bit already. But yeah, it's really nice to see that while it's not water under the bridge, they have healed and they've gotten to a better place. And I like that Kenny feels like ready to take that on again. He never really stopped being the deputy. It just in title, he's always been Boyd's right-hand man, but I really appreciated that he formally regained his title. And I really hope that we don't ever have to see him take full charge of the town. I really hope that he doesn't end up having to take over for Boyd.
Yeah. I just realized that when I was talking about Jim, I was talking about Ethan and Tabitha, and I talked about Jade, and I just realized that's not until the next episode. But I mean, it's not like it's a major spoiler.
Yeah, it's a big deal.
Yeah.
I didn't notice.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
No, I just said I didn't notice.
The other half of my tie is the final sequence of Tabitha discovering that she's Miranda. The craziest thing to me was even after that, the fandom still didn't buy it.
Well, Tabitha didn't even buy it.
I know,
No.
but how much more proof do you need?
Yeah.
It's like she had her memories. She is seeing through her eyes. I love that we got a Smiley cameo. At the time, I didn't think Smiley would be back on the show.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, yay, Smiley. And we learned that the monsters can run,
Yeah.
which is interesting that they
Yes.
choose not to run, but they
Yes.
can when it's important. That
Mhm.
seems like it may come into play later on.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that was the way that they slow built to that reveal was incredible, and the way they executed it was incredible. I really thought, like you said, Dawn, that they were going to find Fatima. And I was like, thank goodness somebody cleared out of there, because that I hate demon pregnancies. I hate anything to do with pregnancy. It terrifies me, but yeah, especially in horror, I was like, please someone get her some kind of demon. I don't even know what I'm saying. I hated it.
Exorcism.
Yes, exorcism is perfect. I need someone to help Tabitha, please. Tabitha Fatima, please.
I don't know. Was it before we started recording? I said that I had forgotten. Yeah, I was watching it and I'd forgotten that. I was like, oh, I forgot that Julie and Tabitha found Fatima. I don't remember that. Oh, they don't. Okay, never mind.
No, she was being held down by a horrific monster.
Kimono doula, as I'm calling
Yeah.
her.
Gula.
Doula.
She's a gula. My number one, I actually, when I was thinking about talking about it in my head just now, I had to change my name. But
yes, yes, very much.
to Blair Victor Project. Oh my God, that whole ending scene. It was both heartbreaking and fascinating, and everything about it was beautiful. The way Victor hugged Tabitha was just like a little boy hugging his mom.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so sweet. And the juxtaposition between that and the scenes we keep getting of Miranda leaving Victor and Eloise, it's just, oh my God, it's so beautiful. And I thought, okay, first of all, I thought that when Tabitha picked up Jane's sketch of the totems, I thought that was, and told him about the dream, I thought that was proof right there that she was the reincarnation of Miranda. And that's what got me in trouble. I don't know how anybody didn't think that was the case after seeing this. Why would she see the whole thing when she's hugging Victor? It's twice that she touched Victor and that happened.
Yeah.
And when she opened the root cellar, which is the last time that it's the last place Miranda saw her kids. It was done so beautiful. I loved it.
Yeah.
All right, let's go on to our Frumily debate team. SDT. This week we are discussing Jim and Randall. And what do we got here? Dawn is representing Jim. I am the judge, and Jazz will be representing Randall. I am no longer Randall's attorney. All right, Jazz, let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Start.
I'm Randall. I did a nice thing by taking Julie to learn how to drive because for some reason she's almost 17 probably, I'm not sure, and her parents have never taught her how to drive. She doesn't get to have any normal teen girl experiences. She's just living in hell. So she's been through like a mind prison kidnapping situation. She's just trying to have a little bit of a normal life and fun. So I provided that because Jim does not. He spends more of his time running around town telling people to leave his kids alone. So I thought I would step up and be kind to Julie because she needed some kindness. And while that's not necessarily my bag, I'm trying to do better.
All right. Time. Okay. Dawn, let me know when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Start.
Okay, I'm a dad. And my first priority, whether you believe it or not, is my children. A teenage daughter in any place in the real world is the most worrying thing to have. You've got to look after her in so many more ways than a boy. And you're this older guy who's alone with her in the woods. I want to know more about that. Why wouldn't I? I want to know what's going on with you. My daughter won't tell me because why would she? She's no reason to. But you are a man like I am, man to man. You've got to let me in on what my daughter is doing because I can't get it out of her. At least you and I can be face to face, man to man. We can have manly respect for each other. And you should know to tell me everything that's going on. Why is she going to the ruins? Why are you teaching her to drive? Why are you doing all this? It's important for me to know. And you're the only person who can tell me because my daughter won't.
That one's a tough one. I think I got to make it a tie.
Yeah. In the schemes of Jim and Randall, when they're both awful, they were both kind of right.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah. Jim was being a bit of an ass, but Randall was also giving him attitude when he didn't need to. So they both needed to take a chill pill and just listen to each other.
Yeah. There's a lot of chest beating for no reason.
Yeah,
I don't understand why Jim came in so hot because Julie said it wasn't like that when
exactly.
If there's nothing inappropriate going on.
You never believe a girl, do you? No, you never trust your daughter. You never believe a girl when you say that. You have to hear it from a man.
Probably a witch.
Oh, man. All right. Let's go to our bummers. Dawn, who are you putting in the box this week?
I'm afraid it's got to be Elgin. Not for what he does, in terms of Fatima, but wow, you can't cover up your ass for anybody, can you? You're Seriously. So bad. Don't act suspicious. Elgin, why can't you not act suspicious?
Don't be suspicious. Don't be suspicious.
Suspicious. Don't be. I'm doing the dance. Yeah, he's just so bad at it. No wonder it all goes to pot.
Mm-hmm. That is also who I'm putting in the box. Love you, Elgin. I know you have good intentions, but kidnapping is never the answer. And then it just seemed extra sinister. I was really worried he was going to hurt Ellis.
Yeah.
I know that's not really something he would do, but yeah, I think he was willing to do whatever it took to let this happen. And he teamed up with Ellis with the intention of leading him as far away from where she is as possible. I just don't know why he didn't shut up. He was so obvious. Maybe it's all a good thing that your wife is missing and the demons say that they're laughing and she's running out of time.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh, Elgin. So it's not going to be an Elgin shutout because I am surprisingly putting Jade in the box because I'm sorry, when you first got to town, Ellis fucking dragged your ass into Colony House, passed out. It almost got them killed because you were dead weight, and you're not going to look for his wife.
Yeah,
that's a good point.
I
mean, a good point.
Katry's dead, so you don't really owe him anything, but you kind of owe Ellis one.
Yeah.
Like, you can
Have
go
they
look for it.
even spoken since then? I can't
don't-
think of a scene where
No,
they're
I don't think
together.
so. No.
Yeah, I don't think they have.
Like that Jade was like, oh, there's a bell ringing. It's not for me. I'll just
Yeah.
go.
I don't do meetings.
Yeah.
Could
Yeah.
it just be an email? I'm sure it could just be an email.
Oh man, I can relate so much. All right, let's go to our bottoms. Dawn, what's your number 5?
It was in your top, but I put it in the bottom. Is the nurse mocking Boyd? It was very funny, but it was also horrible. I don't like when I see Boyd being that untethered, and feeling out of control.
I like it when Boyd snaps.
Yeah.
Well, that's between you and your personal time.
It sure is.
Yeah.
But yeah, I found that really upsetting. And the way, the knock, that way that a neighbor would knock and go, hello, are you in? And it's so awful.
You doing okay in there, Boyd?
It was so creepy, but it was very funny, but also very creepy. So it's what they do best, is creepy and funny at the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I saw that interview where Harold says that she improvised the gun thing, and he was like, it was so brilliant, and it did make me angry. My number 5 is Sarah being attacked by the voices again. I made me, and she broke her little ornament that she'd been working on. She had such a nice long break from being tortured by these voices. It's been since the season 2 finale. She's gone the whole season without hearing them, and it made me. It was rough to watch her. It always sucks to watch her. It obviously is very painful for her when this stuff happens, and she's been doing so well. It made me sad.
Yeah.
It made me think of when I get a very specific symptom, when I wake up with it and I'm like, oh man, I thought you'd gone away forever. Damn it, you're back.
Yeah. Yep.
We can all relate to that.
Yeah. Yeah. 100%. Or like when I have a really bad cold that goes away, and then I feel the sinus pressure in my face because it's turning into a sinus infection.
No.
That always happens to me. My sinuses are a mess. Yeah, that was my number 5 as well. Was exactly that. Especially like what they like the kind of stuff that they're probably triggering for her is really traumatic,
Yeah.
So I feel bad. She doesn't deserve to be still haunted by the voices. They're mean voices. They're mocking the fact that Fatima's missing and that she can't be saved. And yeah.
Do we assume the voice that Sarah's hearing, or the voices that Sarah's hearing, are the same as the voice on the radio?
Probably.
I assume so, yeah. Yeah. Because she says when she's speaking to Boyd, doesn't she? And she says, oh, it was a different voice this time. It was a woman.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it's that same male voice, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Dawn, what's your number 4?
Again, we've mentioned it. It's Blair Witch Victor. What a creepy moment. I wondered if it is very short, but I wondered if, it was meant to give us a moment of terror, thinking Victor was evil, had been possessed, and had done something awful to Fatima in the root cellar that we hadn't seen. And obviously, very quickly, you see it isn't. He's just a little boy crying in a corner because he thinks he's killed his mom, so he's got to stand in the corner. But that moment is real hand and mouth, and I like that they're aping imagery of such iconic imagery of horror that puts so many visions in your mind, because when you see that and you remember the Blair Witch Project and running through the trees and the strange things happening. I love when anything refers to other media. I love that kind of sort of meta. So it was scary, but very clever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jazz, what about you?
Mine is Victor's big crash out that he has in this episode.
That's my number 4 too.
Yeah.
That's my number 3, so we're okay.
Perfect.
Perfect.
I need everyone to stop yelling at Clara. She's just trying to help. She's like, oh, Victor, I was worried about. I'm so happy to see you, and he's like, ah, chucking shit. Yeah. I know I hate seeing Victor having a hard time because he obviously has such a difficult time processing his emotions.
Mm-hmm.
And I also like, stop yelling at Clara. Leave her alone.
Yeah.
She's doing her best.
Does he not realize that he basically pulled an attempted murder? I mean, there were people outside and he's like hurling a sled out the window. What the fuck, Victor?
Chucking
Jesus.
license plates. Ninja stars.
Oh my god. Suddenly people are getting shit lodged in their skulls. Victor ends up killing half the town. That would be an interesting oh wait, that's what happens in the finale. That's right. No. Yeah.
When he went and got the axe, and everybody's like, suddenly very calm and still. We'll just hold here because I don't know what he's going to do. And he's like, I'm not going to hurt anybody. Okay, but you are waving an axe around, and acting a bit odd. So maybe just put the axe down.
I don't understand why Acosta thinks she has authority over people. It's driving me nuts. No one appointed you a cop of this town.
No,
You're
not
up here, buddy.
Yeah,
you can keep wearing the
seriously.
same clothes forever as long as you want.
Yes.
Dawn, what are we on? We're on 2 now, right? Or
Yeah,
3?
so 3.
Oh yeah.
So it's I've done 3, so it's Jazz to do 3 now because mine was the
Gotcha.
same.
Okay. My number 3 is the un-Thomas voice that we hear in the. That kid is a jerk. I'm assuming it's also just a part of the same entity because, yeah, I think most of the evil is controlled by a singular entity, but yeah, that scene is the whole concept of un-Thomas is so creepy, and him like coming out over the radio when they're having such a sweet and tender moment, just and him like laughing as they're walking away. Creep me out.
Yeah, that was super creepy indeed. My number 3 is, oh god, it was heartbreaking. Just Donna like reminiscing about Fatima's anniversary, and like she was so obviously heartbroken, and oh my god, that killed me. I mean, it was beautiful, but it just it was heartbreaking. She really is like a daughter to her.
She loves her.
Yeah. Dawn, what's your number 2?
Connected to that, it's Donna having to spend time with Costa. What a horror! It's the most horrific thing that happens in this episode. It's just the fact that Acosta's constantly asking questions, doesn't accept the answers she's given, and Donna's like, I'm stressing because this woman is like a daughter to me, and of course I care. Yes, but please tell me because I'm important. I'm a good cop. Oh, I'm sick of hearing that she's a good cop.
Prove it.
Yeah, exactly. Donna is right. Prove it.
Seen it.
Trust. Take notice of everything that's going around you. How people seem to trust Boyd and Donna. Maybe listen to them and stop just going and shouting at Boyd and Donna about everything. And tell me I'm important. Stop it.
I really feel like Acosta's inherent distrust of Boyd is because he is black and she's a cop.
Yeah.
I really do believe that it's a part of the American policing system. It's what the American policing system was built on. It came from slave catchers.
Yeah.
And like, we really haven't gotten that far away from that. It hasn't changed that much.
If she's from Maine, it's very, very white, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was telling Jazz earlier, that's my number 2, by the way, as well. I was telling Jazz earlier that I think Acosta, well, you know what, I'll talk more about when it gets to my turn. Jazz, why don't you go ahead and do your number 2?
My number 2 is just what a terrible liar Elgin is.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was like at no point where he was telling that story where I was like, well, this seems like a good plan. Why are you talking about like some kid that was like lost on a playground when there's a pregnant woman missing in a demon village?
Oh my God.
Totally the same thing.
Yeah.
She's in a sandbox for sure. I don't know why he thought that would be comforting. I don't know why. Yeah, Elgin, you need to work on your lying. You need to work on your poker face. Yeah, you're great about everything else except for kidnapping.
He's good at crocheting, so you know he's got some good parts.
Grandmas.
Yeah, so like I said, my number 2 is also the Acosta and Donna scene. Dawn, I was telling Jazz earlier that it just hit me how well written Acosta is, because she really is extremely realistic for a cop. Like, she's kind of got a hero complex. She has some good intentions, but her ego kind of outmatches them. She just got to town. Like, slow your fucking roll, lady. What the fuck?
It's been like 4 or 5 days. Why do you think you're the boss?
And you killed somebody. So like
the minute you arrived.
Yeah. So why should anybody? Why are you being pushy about anybody trusting you?
Have we discussed on the show that there was a deleted scene where Acosta did try to go back for Henry and Tabitha?
I think we
did.
Yeah, I think
I'm curious why they cut that. If they just because she doesn't need any help being less sympathetic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like that maybe would have done some rehab for her character, but yeah.
Maybe they just didn't want any at that point. You know, they wanted us to see her in black and white at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel bad for Donna getting stuck with her. Oh God, what a pain. All right, Dawn, what's your number 1?
It's just Fatima. Everything that Fatima's going through is horrific. Yeah, it's so horrible. There's so much of her. It's body horror, pregnancy, left alone, tries to, there's so many ways she's trying to like escape. You try to cut Elgin, and it feels so hopeless.
Yes.
I think that's what makes it so horrific is she feels completely alone and seems completely alone, and how hopeless it feels, especially because Tabitha and Julie and Victor are right there, so close to her, and then no, they leave and they've got their own quest going on. It just is really, if you don't know what's coming, and obviously we've watched the show before, it really makes you terrified for what Fatima's outcome is going to be, and they did that so well. Body horror is not my thing. I do not like it at all.
Same.
Yeah, I hear ya. Jazz, what's your number 1?
The same thing. It's just the situation with Fatima is so dark. It's upsetting. Like, everything from her being held prisoner to the fact that the nightgown and bed she's in looks like 1,000 women have given birth in them already. It is like the most disgusting, dank hole you could possibly think of. to have to deal with even a regular pregnancy, let alone a horrible monster pregnancy. I've said a million times, I cannot stand pregnancy horror. It really creeps me out. And that episode came right on the heels of me seeing Alien Romulus, so I got to watch women give birth to large leather footballs full of monsters in like a couple weeks.
Man. Yeah, and on top of all of this, when she first, that's my number one as well. When she first got dragged in there by Elgin, she thought she wasn't pregnant.
Yeah.
So her stomach is growing, which is just like even more trauma, because now it just confirms that okay, yeah, this crazy ghoul lady is pinning me down and I'm being held hostage. And oh shit, I am really pregnant with a demon baby. Awesome.
Yeah. I don't think she ever really believed she wasn't pregnant, because she kept talking about how she can feel it, and she's like measuring her stomach, and it's like getting bigger in small increments. I forgot to mention they're also he's feeding her blood in the dirtiest jar in history.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the way she does that, he's going, no, take a drink, take just a little, and she takes a sip, and then you can see that she's like, oh, that's nice, and how horrific that must be in her mind, to know. Oh, it's just so grotesque. And because as well, I said this about the last episode, it also brings to mind so much real life horror of women being kept in basements to have babies. That we've all heard the news stories about that and how horrific that is.
Have you seen Room?
I have seen Room.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, unpleasant. And nobody wants to think about that or be reminded about it. And this is it on us with added horrific supernatural levels. So it's I think women watching it probably have much more of a reaction to it than men would.
Most likely,
yeah, for sure. That's my number one too.
Yeah.
That wraps up. Do you guys have any more thoughts on episode 9?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so.
I wonder if they've done what some parents do with kids when they have a baby and they buy an outfit in every size. I wonder if they've done that for the boy in white.
Yeah, because his clothes still mysteriously fit him.
Age 10, white polo and shorts. Age 14.
Yeah. So the boy in white. Sorry, I'm just looking at something here. The boy in white told Victor, "Don't chop down that tree." So they need the tree. Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
I want you guys to remember that the boy in white said, "Don't chop down that tree." Keep that in mind when you watch season 4. That's all I'm going to say. I'm not hinting at a major spoiler here or anything. It's just, there's kind of a theory that I'm working out in my head.
Because I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, me neither. I was going to say.
It's not a spoiler because I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. No, it's just, there's a theory I'm working on. And I could even say what the theory is without spoiling it, but I just don't want to get too close to that territory.
Yeah.
So I just want everyone to remember.
After last year?
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just want everyone to remember what the boy in white said in this episode. Don't chop down that tree. All right. Anything else?
Nope.
Before we move on to the episode? All right. That's it for episode 9. We'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.
Bye.